Okay, this is part two of your collective reading for August 20th, 2026. We were talking about just like being no nonsense, understanding that you could have had an experience with somebody and that's okay. And there's no need to dwell on it, there's no need to continue to view the entire encounter with somebody as a negative experience just because you had a negative um, run in with someone. It doesn't have to add up to that. You at once were able to see the full good in that person, and then they upset you, and now all you see is the bad, you know? So it's about just healing all the way around for you guys right now. I feel like the energy in the air is just forcing all of us to be in that space to kind of just look at ourselves and stop looking at outside factors as to why things keep repeating. We're taking a look at our own patterns and we're saying we're tired of this shit, enough is enough, and it's time to do better, right? And with that is just accepting things for the way that they were, accepting that this was a bad situation, but it wasn't a bad experience. Okay. And having grace for people, it just feels like giving people grace and yourself grace. You're understanding that it's okay to look at people and to see why they behave the way that they do, to truly come from a not an empathetic space, is what I'm hearing. I was going to say empathetic. Some of you guys could be empaths, but you're learning that it's okay to have sympathy, but not go as far as empathy. You don't need to put yourself in everybody's shoes. You don't need to fully feel what they've felt. You don't need to do that. It's like I sympathize, but I don't relate. I don't condone. I am not okay with your behavior. And you're understanding that that's totally fine. That you can sympathize with someone, you can understand they do this because X, Y, and Z. You truly do understand like their upbringing and why it's brought them to be the way that they are. But at the end of the day, they their behavior is impacting you. It is now at the expense of you, and you don't need it to be at the expense of you. You might have already done the shadow work. You might have already done, been in that healing space where you're trying to be for yourself and taking on this additional energy that is not responsible for itself or accountable for itself is just impacting you. It's causing disease in your body. It's causing blockages in your finances and your growth and everything. And at this point, you're realizing, I don't have to stay for this. You're choosing to stay stagnant. It's making me stagnant, and I don't choose to be that way. I mean, it's a choice. You guys are understanding that life is a choice. It's all about choices. And where we end up is literally based on the choices we make. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else at the end of the day. You made choices. You got that led you to where you are. And you're understanding that. And I love that for you. So, what else do we have for the collective? This is really a really beautiful energy this morning. It's very calm, which I'm really have no impact on because I felt very emotional the last couple of days, but I do feel this weight being lifted. And I think it's because, you gotta, while you're accepting everything, you have to accept how you feel about things, right? You have to accept how you feel about what played out. It is okay. It's not like she has every right to be sad that the fucking cup, it's most of her water, right? It's most of her emotions got tipped over. And she didn't push this over. She didn't tip, like, she probably walked away and came back and then somebody kicked her fucking cups over. Rude, right? And it's sad. And that's okay. That's okay. You literally have to feel it and release it in order to heal. So if you need to cry, if you need to be fucking angry, go to a rage room, go to the gym and just like work out hella hard, like whatever you need to do. For me, like I like to just start running, like legitimately. I will just like take off running and run a mile or two. I will just run, like, and whatever it is for you that you need to do it to feel better. Don't ignore, like, how can we acknowledge all these things, all these aspects to our experience, but then ignore how that shit made us feel? That's crazy work. That's really crazy. Because then you're really not moving forward when you do that. You're stagnant within yourself. You have to feel your emotions. That is energy in motion, and it has to circulate through you. You have to let it circulate. You can't cause the blockages and think you're going to be healthy energetically. You're not. You're not, and then you're gonna cause disease, and then you're gonna be bloated. Okay, so I started being like, damn, I lost some pounds, but now I feel like I'm just inflamed again. Listen, you're gonna be like seeing it outwardly. It's gonna show, you know. So yeah, some of you guys, there's this page of cup here. They're in reverse, and okay. Okay, spirits like story time, because I wanted to focus on y'all, but this is gonna be a love reading. I feel like with collective, whether you're in a relationship or not, there's so many things right now that's tied to the heart, because especially in our generation, we have a lot of things that we try to work through in our heart, but we have a lot of fucking trauma. And there's a lot of things that block us in our relationships because of the trauma that we went through and the things that we experienced. So, whether you're in a relationship or not, it's necessary to have these love readings because it's connected some way, shape, or form to some part in your life, even if it's work. It's not about the pinnacles, it's not about the money. It's something in your heart space that's blocking this shit. So, take it how it resonates, right? But what I'm seeing is somebody came through with an offer. It's like a pursuance. It's upright. It's a light-hearted, like very sweet, romantic offer, right? It's not too romantic because that's the Knight of Cups, right? This Page of Cups, they could have been someone more childlike, someone younger than you. You could have been younger than them. Very immature. But nonetheless, it's an offer, right? It's sweet. It's sweet. It wasn't fully developed. And this is what caused a tower moment. Maybe this person had too many options. Maybe this person made you feel like an option. Maybe this person had just way too much going on. Maybe they were stuck in their head. Maybe they got a lot of things tied to their heart when it comes to love that's traumatizing to them. Maybe you yourself just felt like, what the fuck? I literally just did a video on this where it's like you come out of it, it's the obsession sound where she's like, wait, what the fuck? I'm acting so weird. That's relevant for some of you guys. Some of you guys could have felt like, what the fuck? I usually don't even go for this type of shit, and here I am. Here I am just allowing myself to get all woo woo and delusional in my fucking head over this person. And they can't even offer me the Two of Cups. They're over here with the Three of Cups, interacting with other people. Yeah, there was a lot. This person could have been selling you a fucking dream. There's so many different things here to be focused on. You could have scattered, over stimulated. We're gonna end up going to a part 3 on this for sure. Oh, we got the Queen of Swords. Somebody called a truce. Clarify the Page of Cups in reverse, Spirit. Clarify. We're definitely gonna have to go to part 3. Okay. See you guys over there. Bye.